Bonjour! Welcome to another episode of Cuisine de Michel. I'm Michelle. So today I'm going to be trying a recipe that I have not tried before to make a cake from scratch. This is going to be a dark chocolate cake with white chocolate buttercream frosting. Pretty excited. To make this, first off I'm going to say for equipment you're going to need 3 8-inch round pans. And then for ingredients we need flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, water, softened butter, unsalted, cocoa powder, sugar, 3 eggs, vanilla extract, and sour cream. For the buttercream part, we will get to that later. I'll put a timestamp so that if you only want to go to the frosting, or if you're wanting to wait and come back to do the frosting, whatever, that you can fast forward to that. Let's get started. First thing you're going to want to do is to heat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and prepare your pans. You want to grease them all over, bottom and sides, and then put in a circle of parchment to each one. In a small bowl, I've already measured out, this is 2 cups, which is 240 grams of the all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to add 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Just going to give that a quick whisk together. And then we'll set that aside for a second. Next, I've measured out 1 1/4 cups of water. To that, I'm going to be putting in the 2/3 cup of the cocoa powder. Maybe, if I can get it to come out. And then we're going to whisk that together. Well, at least that's what it said for us to do. We'll see how that goes. It does say to beat it together like this until it's well blended. So I'll keep doing that until it's well blended. That is going to take a moment. Here in my mixing bowl, I have measured out, this is 2/3 of a cup of the unsalted softened butter. To that, I'm going to add 1 1/3 cups of sugar. And then we're going to beat that together until it's light and fluffy. After we've got that light and fluffy, we're going to be beating in 3 eggs, just 1 at a time. Now we will also beat in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Or slightly more. Scrape my bowl and mix a little bit more. Make sure that we're getting thoroughly mixed there. We're going to slow down to low speed. And we're going to be putting in 1/3 of the flour mixture. Approximately. Followed by 1/2 of the cocoa mixture. Go just a little bit. We're going to repeat our sequence with another 1/3 of the flour mixture. And the rest of our cocoa. Once that's gotten mixed in, then we'll put the remaining 1/3 of the flour. Last ingredient that goes in is 1/2 cup of sour cream. Now I'm going to try to distribute this as evenly as I can among the 3 pans. I'll get the batter evened out in the pan here in just a minute. I got a little bit more in that one. Definitely didn't get as much in the first one. Maybe a little bit more to this one too. We are now going to transfer these to our heated oven and bake them for 22 to 25 minutes. We of course will do a toothpick test to see if they come out clean. Now we are going to be making the frosting. The ingredients you'll need for that are white chocolate, powdered sugar, butter, this is unsalted butter that's at room temperature, heavy cream, or you could use 1/2 and 1/2 instead, vanilla extract, and salt. Here in my double boiler, I'm going to be melting the white chocolate. You can do it in the microwave. I just prefer to do it here in the double boiler. And once we get this all melted, we're going to let it sit for 20 minutes to cool. In the stand mixer, I have 3 sticks of butter. We're going to be beating that butter until it's nice and fluffy, so about a minute or so. Next, we're going to be slowly adding in, so I'm going to put this on low speed. And we have 3 cups, which is 360 grams of powdered sugar. We just want that to go in a little at a time. Next, we're going to be adding in our cooled, melted white chocolate. Leave that mixing for 2 minutes. We are now going to add in 3/8 of a cup of heavy cream. One-half tablespoon of vanilla extract. and 3/16 teaspoon of salt. And we'll get that stirred together for about a minute or so. Now it's time to frost, and I have the first layer here on this awesome this is a new gadget for me that my sister-in-law got for me for Christmas, and I'm just now finally getting to try it, and I'm super happy about it. It's really awesome. Anyway, I can spin the cake. I'm going to be able to frost this a bit easier. I did level it off a little bit. I don't level it too perfectly because the frosting is going to kind of help with that anyway, but we'll just spread that over very carefully so I don't get crumbs all over it. Oh, I already got a little bit, but that's okay. And we'll do like that, and then we'll get a little bit of a layer like that in between each one with some crumbs apparently, because I can't avoid them. I'm not a professional cake decorator, and I don't care if there are crumbs because this is just for us. It's not like I'm trying to win a state fair competition or something here. Anyway, we'll see you at final plating after I get it all decorated. And here we are at final plating. So here is my decorated cake, and again, I'm not a professional here, so yes, there are definitely imperfections, but I did my best, and I am very excited to cut into this and give it a try. So let's see how we are here. Okay, just make sure I get sliced all the way through. All right, let's see how it is. That's delicious. Fantastic. Very moist cake, and the frosting matches really, really well with this. It's that white chocolate gives a good balance off with that darker chocolate flavor that's in the cake. Highly recommend you try this, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Cuisine Michel. Please be sure and give this cake a like. Make sure that you are tuning in for all of our videos. Give us a subscribe, that will help, and then share it with your friends and leave a comment. We'll see you next time. Au revoir.